Good afternoon. I am Chef Jordan Stoltzfus.
And I'm Chef Nathaniel Hoskins.
Today on Splendid Eating, we will be making mocha chocolate cheesecake. Sounds good, Sticky.
It sounds delicious, Jordan.
For our mocha chocolate cheesecake, we need to make a crust out of the springform pan. Chef Nathaniel Hoskins will be making the crust.
We also need to make a filling. Jordan Stoltzfus will be making this filling.
I will be making the filling.
It's going to be delicious.
It is. Sticky, gonna start it off with that crust.
Okay. So first off, we combine these ingredients that I have here. You need 1 package of Devil's Food cake mixture. You can also use 1 to 3 tablespoons of instant coffee mixture. We chose to use 2. 1 egg. Okay. Now we get out our blender and we mix it up.
While Chef Hoskins is making the crust, I shall be making the filling. For the filling, you need 2 packages of Philadelphia cream cheese. Or you can use. I will unwrap these and put them in the bowl. How's that crust coming?
It's coming along very nicely, Jordan.
Remember, we can only make one of these, Sticky.
That is a true story.
I will let these get nice and creamy at room temperature while I am waiting for the for the blender.
That is a necessity.
Yes, we do need a blender, but we only have one.
Does that look good, Jordan?
That looks splendid.
Okay, now, here you go.
Thank you.
You may use this blender.
Let me scrape the excess off.
Go for it.
Alright, I will mix this up now. And Sticky will demonstrate how to make the crust before I mix it.
Okay. So, to make this crust, you want to put a pretty thin layer of this mixture we have along the bottom of the pan.
Yes.
First,
but first,
we need to grease the pan.
we need to grease the pan.
So,
I
will go grab some Crisco and some wax paper.
Cool beans. While he's doing that, I will mix this cream cheese up until it is fluffy. Hey, Chef Hoskins, could you grab me another spatula while you are over there?
Surely.
This is the perfect whipness for the cream cheese to be blended. That did not make any sense, did it, Nathaniel Hoskins?
It did not, but it is all right.
Okay.
Here's your spatula.
You are a lifesaver.
Yes. And I am here with the Crisco and wax paper to grease up my pan so it doesn't stick. Okay, get it nice around the edges.
Springform pans are very sensitive to pressure, so make sure it does not pop open.
Oh, I will be sure to do that.
Swoosh.
Okay. Alright. Now.
We are professionals. We are professionals.
That's true. Okay. We'll apply a thin layer of this crust to the bottom of the pans.
Look at that crust. Just look at the way that he kneads it onto the bottom.
It needs to be very tight so there are no air pockets. Now.
Is that a proven fact?
No. doing this? How's that filling going?
Oh, it is going.
Is it going?
Yes.
That is wonderful news.
Next, I add the sweetened condensed milk and the melted chocolate chips to this.
That sounds good.
But there's one problem.
What is this problem, Jordan?
First of all, you sprung open the pan.
No.
And second of all, I need a can opener. Let me help you out with this.
Help me out.
It's very complicated.
I have Crisco all over my hands.
Thank you, hand. Thank you, hand. You are good.
Appreciate it.
Oh, there it goes again.
This thing is just out. This thing is just fun. It's just such a kidding. Don't mind the tone. While he's doing this,
Why don't you explain to us the history of cheesecake?
I'll explain to you the history of cheesecake. It is believed to have started in the Germans, eaten by the Romans at the Olympics, and that was a really long time ago, probably like 1200 BC. But it never really made its way to America until the early 1800s. And
Perfect.
discovered by George C. Washington, actually. Not the president, though, but it is a George Washington.
Okay. We are done with that. Now, I would advise that you hold your thumb on this part.
I will do that.
While
That
you are
doesn't
pressing
matter. This
on
mine.
the sides.
This
Okay,
man,
I'm going to continue with the filling. And I am going to pour the sweetened condensed milk into the cream cheese.
Okay, sounds delicious. What's your favorite part about this cheesecake, Jordan?
Oh, I have to admit, it is probably the perfect blend of the mocha-iness,
Yes.
and the chocolatiness.
I would have to agree with you on that one, Jordan. I also really like the crust.
Oh, yes.
It's delicious. Oh my god.
There it goes again.
This is just getting ridiculous. Okay.
We have no need for these anymore. Luckily, I brought another set of whippers.
Could you possibly get that for me, Jordan?
These whippers don't fit, so I'm going to use these again.
Okay.
Now I will add the chocolate chips.
That looks like some wonderfully melted chocolate chips.
They are perfectly melted.
Whoever did that must really know what they're doing. Okay. I appear to be done applying the bottom layer. Now,
Just look at that bottom layer. It is
it
perfecto.
just looks delicious. Eat this.
Me too.
Okay. Now, after you're done applying to the bottom layer, you need to very carefully, if you are using a spring-formed pan, apply it to the edges. And this should be about 2 inches high.